What's up, everybody? Welcome to my 4th episode of Stay Driven. I appreciate all the support and love that you guys have been giving me, and so I'm super excited. Today, I got someone really special to me that is going to be coming in, and he's been a mentor, big brother, friend of mine for the past 5 years or so. I've literally watched him start from the early stages of his career to where he's at today, and it's blown my freaking mind. His name's Chris No, one of the founders of the Leverage showroom. He represents a couple big brands, and he has a couple of his own big brands, and his collection of cars are just absolutely sick. So he's got a new little project he's working on right now that we're gonna share with you guys today. That's not clothing related, so that's pretty cool. And it's in the realm of cars, and we'll have a little bit of fun. He's looking for Lamborghini Murcielago right now because he literally has every single Lambo. He's got the Countach, he's got the Aventador, and I told him, I was like, man, the only thing that you're missing right now is the Murcielago, and he only buys Lambos with the doors that go up. So you know how he does it. He's got to boss up. We'll see him in a bit. Damn! This thing is fresh. What's up, big homie? How are you? How's this drive compared to all I mean, you had so you got the Countach?
Yep.
And you got the Aventador, right?
Yep.
How does this drive compare to like both of those cars? Because
honestly, the Aventador, just being an automatic, it's so fucking raw, but it's easy to drive.
Yeah.
But like before you warm it up, it shit just fucking jerks like crazy.
Yeah.
The Countach is the most prehistoric car in the world, dude. It's like as if somebody made the car in like a barn.
Really?
There's fucking no. It's like the minute you're inside the car, it's all like blind spots. You can't see shit.
Lamborghini used to make tractors.
I know, dude, and it's crazy because when I bought the car, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so tight. You got a half window like this. You can't even go to like a drive-through window. McDonald's, you literally have to open the door up just to order and grab some shit. I've never done it before, but I'm just guessing,
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
No, I love the Aventador. I think the Aventador is hands down my favorite car I've ever owned.
Really?
Yeah. This is like a mix of like a little bit of both of them.
Now this is, I mean, with the Murcielago, like they had so many different owners, like dude, Lamborghini's heritage, like during the times that they were coming out with these cars, like they built the Countach, then went bankrupt, put the Diablo out, then went bankrupt, and then they finally got bought out and said, all right, this car is going to kind of save our ass.
And the funny thing about my Countach is that when I bought the car, there was a disclosure on the car when I bought it, and it was owned by Lee Iacocca, which is the CEO of Chrysler. He was the one that bought Lamborghini out of bankruptcy.
During that time,
yeah.
That's pretty sick.
That's during that time. And so like, they gifted him the Countach as like a gift for bringing them like out of bankruptcy. How crazy that is.
That is pretty sick. Yeah. Damn, that's
it's kind of gnarly, huh?
That is pretty gnarly. That's a
true story.
Damn, that's a collector piece for sure.
Yep.
I met Chris, how long? It's been 5 years ago? 5 years, right?
Maybe even longer. 2011, 2012.
2012?
I started the Leverage in 2012, so maybe 2013.
2013. So it has been 5 years.
Yeah.
So he started the Leverage in 2012. In 2013, I met Chris, and he walked into the store, and I showed him around, and he told me, I'll be back in a year. And at that time, what cars did you have at that time?
Dude, at the time, 2013, I think I might be driving a G-Wagon at the time.
The G-Wagon, right?
It was a G-Wagon at the time.
So you started the Leverage. So the Leverage basically, at that time, it was just an agency, right?
Yeah.
Like for all of like different brands for apparel.
Yep.
From that time till now is like completely life is completely changed, right?
I mean, at that time when we had the Leverage agency, we were doing great. I mean, but the thing we're a sales agency. We're representing other brands.
Yeah.
And at that time, representing other brands, it was one of those situations where most of these brands we were dealing with wasn't loyal. We would get them into stores, major retailers and shit like that, and the minute that our contract was up, they would pull the brand back and they'd be like, all right, cool, we're good.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring it in-house and pay someone less. And it's normal, it's the nature of the beast, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And so at that time, me and my business partner was like, yo, how do we combat that? And so we looked at it, we came up with an idea about starting our own brands, you know, and our first brand that we started off with, which is a denim brand called Embellish, that we started. It was great. I mean, me and my business partner Lee just took a stab. Went to China, manufactured, made the brand, found a factory, did the whole nine, and
that gear.
Yeah, literally, we fucking took all the money in our bank account and rolled the dice, and we just bet on ourselves.
Damn.
Yeah.
How much did you have in it at that time, bro? Like all the money that you had.
I think the investment was me and Lee was like about 40K each.
40K
each, yeah. 40K.
Just said fuck it, just.
Yeah, 40K each. So we flipped that 80K, and then you know we just started bankrolling the brand, and so from there it just started hopping. You know, obviously we did 7 to 8 figures.
Damn.
And I mean, in the day we just started making other brands. You know, instead of representing other brands, we were like, oh, what is this industry missing? You know, like, what is this industry missing? Like, what brands does this industry want? What trends is hot? And so instead of like going out there like, okay, let's go look for the next brand, we started our own brand. So from Embellish, we started Crisp. And so from Crisp, we started a kids brand called House of Junior. And so House of Junior, we got it into Barney's, we got it into Selfridges, Harvey Nichols, and we were able to, you know, get all the brands that we had from dealing with Zoomies, Tilly's, PacSun, your boutiques, your mom and pops, all the way to,
from all the brands that you were representing before.
So we had the infrastructure, we had the distribution, we were just plugging it away. And so we had House of Junior. We also invested in this new brand called Lifted Anchors. And then we decided like, hey, we need another denim brand at a lower price point, and we started it called Crisp. And then that's in like all these major doors like your Zoomies, your Tilly's, your PacSuns, and stuff like that. And shit. And even this, in the last year, we started this brand called Carter Collection.
Yeah, I see it everywhere.
It's fucking everywhere.
I see it on like every freaking rapper that I can think of.
Yeah, and honestly, this is pretty almost everything we did is pretty organic, you know.
Yeah.
Just through our retail chains, through our stores, and at the end of the day, I gotta say I'm fortunate because like if it wasn't for our retailers and shit like that, we wouldn't be here.
No, that's awesome.
Not only just that, we got a crazy sales team. Like I honestly think, if I honestly want to talk about it, I was like, I would put up my sales team against any sales team there is in the country. We could sell whatever the fuck it is. We would outsell everybody.
No shit.
Yeah. Cars, popcorn, rims, fucking bras, panties, whatever. My dudes would sell it all. We would fucking kill everybody. Yeah.
That's so awesome, man. I mean, I'm sure that team you have, and I see them. You know, I see them. They're just absolute beasts.
Yep.
You know, so let's talk about some of the brands that you got today, man. So you got Carter Collection, you got Embellish, that's killing it. Which one that I saw that like I was like completely like so hyped about was House of Junior, because I remember you were talking to me about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And it wasn't even launched yet, and you were just like, yeah, you know, I kind of had like an idea for like kids' clothes and.
I mean, House of Junior was funny though, because like my wife, it's actually her idea. Because after we had our first daughter, we had our first daughter, and she wanted to make kids' clothes, and I was just like so consumed with just making men's clothes and everything.
Yeah.
She was like, if you don't do it, then I'm gonna do it by myself. And I was like, alright, fucking fine. And so, you know, we started the idea by just making, taking like the men's styles and just like breaking it down, making it smaller.
Yeah.
So I kind of cherry picked like all the stuff that I liked, and I just kind of made it smaller just for kids, you know. And we named it after our firstborn, Jordan and Ryder.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, when you guys started talking about this is like some conversations that you guys just have, you know, before going to sleep. Like, hey, I'm gonna start a kids' clothes brand.
I mean, it was all my wife's idea.
Yeah.
But I'm very like hands-on in terms of any project I do. I'm not gonna I'm just not gonna do it unless I do like 100%.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah. Just thinking about that too, like thinking from the conversation that you had about it to seeing that in Barney's now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what other retailers is it in? It's in Barney's. I know for sure.
Yeah, it's in Barney's. It's in a lot of boutique stores. I mean, we're in Selfridges. We're in Harvey Nichols. We're actually in the Hypebeast store online. Our distribution is pretty big.
That's sick.
Pretty big. I knew myself. I was like, all right, well, at the time having kids, like finding clothes for your kid that wasn't like Old Navy and Gap and shit like that was difficult. And like paying $200-300 for like a big T-shirt was kind of crazy. I wanted to make something cool, but at the same time, you know, somewhat affordable.
No, for sure.
Yeah, somewhat affordable.
And what you do too right now, right? It's not that simple because you have to do a lot of the design work and you have to make it unique. It's not like a T-shirt company or anything, right?
It's intricate because we're making denim, we're making woven, we're making jackets, we're making accessories.
Yeah.
And that's just kids. And then in my men's collection, all that stuff, and we do everything. Right? I've done shoes, I've done women's jeans, I've done swimwear, I've done all sorts of shit, bags, fanny packs, you know?
Yeah.
So like the whole development side and the production side is difficult. And at the same time, it's crazy too because like I got to give my business partner props because he kind of overlooks and spends nights and hours on it, you know?
Lee's a beast.
Yeah, Lee's a beast. That's what he does, you know? And the way our company is kind of structured is that I handle the sales and marketing and he handles the production and design. And it's cohesive, it's good. I don't get into his area, he doesn't get into mine. And you know, I'll give him my feedback on creative stuff too, like, yo, we should make this, we should make that, but most of the time...
Because you guys are partners?
Yeah, most of the time it's all him though. Yeah.
That's so dope, man. You know what I wanted to do is actually, what advice, because you know, there's a lot of brands that I see on Instagram, like t-shirt brands, and they're trying to keep it simple, you know, and it all pretty much all looks the same. Like, what advice can you give these companies like that are out there starting up with just like, you know, basic prints that they're throwing on t-shirts? Like, I mean, what are the struggles that you feel like they're gonna go through?
I mean, they're gonna go through a million struggles and you're gonna have to fucking fail before you do it right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then even if you're a t-shirt brand, you gotta start somewhere because you don't start as a denim brand. You don't start making cut and sew off the jump. It's very rare, you know what I'm saying? And so you start somewhere. Like even for some of my brands, we started off with just making one jean. And then we started making 2 jeans. And then we started making different washes. And then we started making clothes, kids' clothes. And the next thing you know, we're making jackets, we're making wovens, knits, you know, it just starts somewhere. And so like all these guys, you can't rush like success. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen overnight. Like the chance of you blowing up overnight it's rare, especially in the fashion industry. They can tell.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like a long struggle. I've been in the industry since I was 22, 23.
So like 15, 16 years.
Fuck, I'm 36 right
36.
now. So 14 years in the industry. And like literally I worked for other people. I sat back, I watched what everybody else did before I made a move, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm in the industry for 14 years. I worked for somebody else for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? And I was my own boss for 6.
Gotcha.
So, you know, so half of my career, I wasn't even a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And look where I'm at right now.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even find a car to sell you because you got everything.
I might cop this Murcielago.
Oh, yeah.
We just gotta figure out what we're doing with it though.
Yeah, we gotta figure some things out.
This is honestly, I'll tell you, this is kind of tight driving Tiptronic the whole way because I normally don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm just lazy. I'll just drive the car. I'll drive the Aventador and just leave it in automatic the whole time.
But this is dope because you kind of get the best of both worlds from like the Countach and this is kind of raw. I love it though. Yeah, it's like the benchmark of like technology, you know, before it went all crazy and you got computer digital screens everywhere. Like this is like the last of its kind, which is dope.
Yeah.
I go on your website, right, and I just see so many different patterns, so many different designs. Like how often do you like refresh like everything that you have?
Every day. Like literally every day, we're either researching, developing, or coming up with a concept for a new collection. Like we never stop. Like, I say this pretty. I don't say this enough, but we literally never fucking stop. Every single time we're going to China, it's either China overseas or wherever we're at to manufacture. We're either A, submitting a sample, B, researching what's next, or C, literally overlooking our production. It's like a constant. We're never not doing something. Because at the end of the day, you know, the collection that you see now that we show, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 collections behind us that we're just sitting there waiting on ice. And it's normal. I mean, and this is not just one brand, 7 fucking brands that we develop.
I know you work hard as hell too. So everybody sees Chris shopping for a Lamborghini right now, but they don't know what the struggles are as far as like what you have to go through. And I know you hate China, right? Like you hate going to China.
I mean, the reason why I hate China is just different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, the people out there are great, you know, but it's just the culture shock is different. The food is different. The weather because of the smog and everything is different.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason why is because I'm a fucking family man, man. I got 3 kids, a wife, and you know, being away for like a week to like 10 days at a time, like every 2.5, 3 months, it's difficult, you know. And especially the fact that I have a fucking staff of like 40 plus people that I kind of overlook. I mean, my staff is great; it runs itself. But at the same time, I'm so hands-on in terms of like day-to-day operations. I don't take a fucking day off. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I don't take a fucking day off. I go to work every fucking day, and like it could be a 16-hour flight. If I land at noon that day, I'm not taking the day off. I'm coming right back into the office.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild. And I'm sure your presence is just kind of good for morale at the office too, you know?
You know what it is? It's morale at the office is always huge.
Yeah.
Because you have to build a culture. And it's like, I love my staff because I genuinely enjoy all of the people I work with. I enjoy walking into the offices. I enjoy talking shit to my dudes, trolling them. You know, it's just...
You guys have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. I mean, and the thing is, I've had shitty jobs, shitty work environments, and I know what it is to fucking hate your boss.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, for granted, I hope my guys don't hate me, or at least like some of them won't hate me. But, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like I want to build a place where they enjoy just coming into the office and not having to worry about shit. If you have some shit at home, don't bring it into the office. Enjoy the people around you, and just have a good time at work. No,
for sure. You guys are always doing cool shit. Anything new that's popping up that's like worth mentioning? In the works?
I mean, nothing crazy in the works. You know all the projects I do.
Yeah.
Just maintaining and making sure that we stay ahead and that we don't kind of like be comfortable and complacent and just think that we got everything.
No, for sure.
Just because like the fashion industry is so fucking fast. Everyone's so fucking fickle. 1 minute you're on top, next minute you can be below. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. There's so much stuff out there that I mean I think about too, like growing up as a kid and all the different brands that I used to wear.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of stuff just kind of faded.
Yup. Yeah. That's normal.
But then you have your powerhouses like all, you know, the luxury designers that are just killing the game. Did you ever think about getting, you know, kind of starting and get into that?
Oh man, you know, honestly, at the end of the day, I just stay in my lane.
Yeah.
Just because like the luxury designer, you guys also think about being a sales guy. Like we work with these stores, they don't buy that luxury, you know. But at the same time, I mean, I always look for luxury guys as inspiration and pay homage to them because that's where it starts. So you know, we try to take those luxury brands and take looks and homage to them and put it into our collection. Yeah. Just to give people that look at an affordable price where it makes sense.
Got you.
So like at the end of the day, you can look at my brands and you can be like, oh, I can see where they're taking their inspiration from. I'm like, and I'm not gonna lie about it. Like, fuck it, this is where I'm taking the inspiration from. I'm not trying to hide it. No, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, keeping up with trends is not always the easiest. Oh, no, it's not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Money's not always a motivation, and material stuff isn't a motivation for everybody. But for me, it was just more like goals. Yeah. I always like set goals for myself, and it was at the time. It was like me and Lee. We were both in there at the same time. He ended up copping the 2012 SLS AMG. Yeah. And I picked up the 2011 Ghost.
And the 11 Ghost?
Or 2012?
No, it was a 12.
It was a 12.
It was a 12.
Yeah. And at that time, you know, for us, it was like, hey, here's some goals for us, because me and Lee started. I was driving a fucking Isuzu Axiom, and he had like a 99 Civic, you know.
Yeah, so, and I remember like when I met him. I remember when I met him, he had just got the CLS. So I was like, yeah, I'm all hyped. I got the CLS. Like, motherfucker got an Aventador now.
Yeah, he's dipping an Aventador, and he has the SLS AMG.
The SLS
on a battery tender
that he doesn't even drive. Okay, so you're launching this actually on Saturday?
Which is tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, right? So tomorrow you have the grand opening for Leverage Motorsports. Yep. Right. So that's pretty much we're actually on the way over there right now. So we're gonna be able to check this out. But it's literally a collection of all of Chris's shit that he's ever wanted to buy.
I mean, it's crazy as it is. What it exactly is, it's like a curation of me for everything that I felt was kind of cool. Because like, I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, and you'll see the whole thing. It's just all cars and things that inspired in my mind that grew up. My brother was like a DJ back then, so I was heavily influenced by like 80s music, Depeche Mode, The Cure, Morrissey, you know, that type of shit. My grandmother was like my primary caretaker, so I spent most of the time in the salon, so I have a lot of Patrick Nigel prints.
Yeah, I was wondering that. I was like, what is it?
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And then the cars, it's just like every car that meant anything to me. You know what I'm saying? My first car was an 88 CRX. I got a CRX SI in there. I'm a big Jordan fan. Big Jordan
for
fan.
Sure.
And so I remember in the 90s when he pulled up to a playoff game, he got escorted out of the tunnel. Yeah. And he pulled up in like a Ferrari Testarossa.
The Testarossa?
Yeah, and it says,
I remember that picture.
The license plate was
Jumpman or something, right? Air 23, yeah.
Air 23. And so like, just paying homage to it.
That's so dope.
Yeah, and so the whole gallery is just like, you can come, see the cars, just see what I'm doing. It's like a gallery, it's like anything, but at the same time, it's still a business, you know what I'm saying? I have a wholesale license, so I'm going to be buying, selling, trading, all the cars there. It's my first creation, but all the cars are going to be for sale.
Damn.
Yeah.
Look at this slant nose. This is legit.
930 slant nose.
Testarossa. Oh, I remember this. This was that that rap that they had to do for, what was that? Your friend that was what was his artist?
Josh, yeah, he did this reality to idea concept.
Integra Type R. Look at this right here.
97 Integra Type R, man. This is like every Asian kid.
This was like the Lamborghini back in in high school.
Yes.
Like you drive this, you drive the Integra Type R, like you were the fucking shit. Like nobody could tell you nothing.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Even if you have the accurate Integra Type R, you're the coolest kid in high school.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't have that. But yeah, we got this 89 Testarossa. I was talking about this, that Jordan car.
The Jordan car. And this one's super clean, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll take it.
Super clean. Stock interior, everything's still pretty much how you say pure track. There. That car that every kid, when you're younger, you have your poster on your wall.
Yep.
The 89 Countach 25th anniversary. And like I was saying, this car was actually owned. This is like one of my favorite cars, man. This is completely clean. I didn't do anything to it besides change the steering wheel, a couple floor mats, but kept it as original as possible. 6 years ago, this car's like 15,000, 16,000. Now, you know, you're buying it at 85 to 90 right now. There's three options of it in the whole United States of America right now for an E30 M3. This car's gonna be a $250,000 car in the next like five to 10 years.
Do you park the Aventador? Which cars do you have at home? You got the Aventador?
Right now, I have the Aventador at home.
Tesla.
No, yeah, Tesla. That's my wife's car.
The Model X.
The Model X, yeah. I still have the 355.
Oh, the 355.
355 is at home right now. And I also have. I wanted you guys to see it, but I don't have it here. It's my CRX.
The CRX.
Yeah, the SI. It's like my first car in high school.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, damn, man. Congratulations on all the success, bro. I freaking look up to you like no other, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming by.
Hell yeah.
Call it a day.
Call it a day. Yep. Figure out what we're going to do with that Mercy if we can make a deal.
All right.
Is there any advice that you can give to the youth right now based off of just your experience and just staying driven?
I would honestly say right now for the youth is like find somebody that you kind of look up to in the industry that you want to be in and just shadow them. It's okay to work underneath somebody for a while. Just learn, learn the traits, be a good person. And don't go in there with like any hidden motives, because at the same time you always need a mentor for anything you want to do. Whether you're selling cars, you're in the fashion industry, you want to be a sales rep and you want to own your own agency, or you're a designer, you want an intern. I mean, it's nothing wrong with interning and working for free. At the same time, you get knowledge. Knowledge is more important than money. Knowledge is like the most important thing in the world, because at the same time you can take that knowledge and make money itself. So I would always say that as a youngster, just look for somebody that you enjoy, you like, and you vibe with, and work for somebody.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Got you.
All right, let's head back to the store.
Yup.